In just 3 seasons, Real Madrid achieved something that had seemed impossible: 9 trophies, including an unprecedented 3 consecutive Champions League titles. Leading this incredible run was none other than Zinedine Zidane, a man who, at the time of his appointment, had never managed a first team. This is the story of how Zidane's Real Madrid not only rose to dominate football, but also shattered long-standing records, leaving a legacy that may never be replicated. To understand how Zidane's era of dominance began, we need to go back to the 2014-15 season, a year that tested Real Madrid's resilience. Under Carlo Ancelotti, the team played spectacular football, becoming the highest-scoring side in Europe that season. Cristiano Ronaldo had his best individual campaign ever. Yet, for all their efforts, the season ended trophyless, a result that is simply unacceptable for a club with such lofty standards. A frustrating 2014-15 season, Real Madrid fell short in the Liga, finishing 2 points behind Barcelona. Their Champions League journey ended in heartbreak with a semi-final loss to Juventus, and they were shockingly eliminated in the round of 16 in the Copa del Rey. To make matters worse, their arch-rivals Barcelona were in unstoppable form. The famous MSN trio, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, toured through Europe, winning a historic treble. This only fueled frustration among the Madrid fanbase. The club was also in transition. Key players like Xabi Alonso and Angel Di Maria had departed, while newcomers such as Toni Kroos, James Rodriguez, and Keylor Navas were finding their feet. Meanwhile, Zinedine Zidane, a club legend, quietly began his coaching career with Real Madrid Castilla, the club's B team. At the end of the season, Carlo Ancelotti was sacked, and the board appointed Rafa Benitez, hoping he would steer the team to greater success. Little did they know, his tenure would be short-lived. A rocky start under Rafa Benitez. The 2015-16 season brought optimism, with the return of Casemiro from loan and signings like Kovacic and Asensio adding depth. However, Benitez's tenure quickly descended into chaos. Despite winning 4 of their first 5 league games, Real Madrid's performances lacked cohesion. A humiliating 4-0 El Clasico defeat to Barcelona exposed deep flaws in the team. Things worsened when Real Madrid were disqualified from the Copa del Rey for fielding an ineligible player, ending their campaign prematurely. While their Champions League group stage form was strong, highlighted by an 8-0 demolition of Malmo, domestic struggles persisted. By January, Real Madrid were 3rd in the Liga, trailing both Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. This led to a bold decision: Rafa Benitez was sacked, and Zinedine Zidane was promoted to head coach. It was a move met with skepticism. Could a legendary player with no first-team coaching experience handle the pressure of managing the world's most demanding club? The Zidane era begins. Zidane's first game in charge was a 5-0 thrashing of Deportivo, with Gareth Bale scoring a hat-trick. It was a strong start, but Zidane's impact went far deeper than just results. One of his first major tactical decisions was making Casemiro a regular starter, giving the team balance and defensive solidity. Despite some setbacks, including a home loss to Atletico Madrid, Zidane rallied the team to an incredible 12-game winning streak in La Liga. This run included a dramatic 2-1 victory over Barcelona at Camp Nou, ending their 29-game unbeaten streak. Though Real Madrid finished 2nd in the league, just 1 point behind Barcelona, the season's true highlight lay elsewhere: the Champions League. A historic Champions League campaign. Real Madrid's road to European glory began with a dominant round of 16 win over Roma. However, the quarterfinals against Wolfsburg posed a massive challenge. After losing 2-0 in the first leg, Zidane's men needed something special. Enter Cristiano Ronaldo. In the return leg, Ronaldo delivered one of his greatest performances, scoring a hat-trick to secure a 3-2 aggregate win. Real Madrid then edged past Manchester City in the semifinals to set up a final clash with Atletico Madrid. The final was a nail-biter. Sergio Ramos gave Real an early lead, but Atletico equalized late to force extra time. The game went to penalties, where Ronaldo sealed the victory, earning Real Madrid their 11th Champions League title. Zidane had achieved this just 5 months into his tenure, a remarkable start to his managerial career. The beginning of an era. Entering his first full season, Zidane faced immense pressure. Critics claimed the expectations would crush him, but Zidane thrived. Real Madrid captured the UEFA Super Cup, the Club World Cup, and most importantly, reclaimed the La Liga title after a 5-year drought.
In Europe, they were unstoppable. Zidane's side defeated Juventus 4-1 in the Champions League final, becoming the first team to win back-to-back titles in the competition's modern format. Ronaldo once again dominated, scoring 10 goals in the knockout stages and securing another Ballon d'Or. Aiming for the impossible, the three-peat. The 2017-18 season began with doubts about whether Real Madrid could sustain their dominance. While they struggled in La Liga, their focus remained on the Champions League. Zidane's men dispatched PSG, Juventus, and Bayern Munich en route to a final showdown with Liverpool. The final was defined by incredible moments, including Gareth Bale's jaw-dropping bicycle kick and 2 costly errors from Liverpool goalkeeper Karius. Real Madrid emerged victorious with a 3-1 win, completing an unprecedented three-peat of Champions League titles. Ronaldo finished the tournament as the top scorer, while Zidane solidified his place among football's greatest managers. The end of an era. Despite their success, change was on the horizon. Ronaldo announced his departure to Juventus, and Zidane shocked the world by stepping down as head coach. This decision marked the end of one of the most successful periods in Real Madrid's history. Zidane's Real Madrid wasn't just a dominant team, it was a phenomenon. They rewrote the rules of European football, achieving feats that may never be replicated. Benzema was gifted a goal by goalkeeper Loris Karius, who would go on to have a nightmare of a match. 4 minutes later, Sadio Mane equalized, but in the 61st minute, Zidane made a substitution that changed the game, and it was the man who he had dropped from the first team and had ongoing arguments with for the past 2 seasons, Gareth Bale. Just 4 minutes after coming on, Bale scored arguably the greatest goal in a Champions League final ever. The only other comparable final goal to this was by Zidane himself, who scored an unbelievable volley 20 years prior for Real Madrid. 20 minutes later, Bale took a shot from outside the box, which should have been a routine save for Karius, but the ball swerved and Karius was out of it, meaning the ball found the back of the net and Real finished the game 3-1. The Champions League campaign with 15 goals and the season with 44. Bale finished as Madrid's second top scorer, with 21 and Benzema in third with 11. Modrić was crowned the Ballon d'Or winner off the back of this season and his World Cup campaign. And Zidane said a couple of weeks after the final, Zinedine Zidane announced that he will be stepping down as Real Madrid manager after the most successful period for the club in the modern era. After Zidane's departure, Real took a hit, causing an eventual return from Zidane, which was not the same love story as this one, but that's for another video. So subscribe, and if you like this story, you should check out the video on screen now. In just 3 seasons, Zinedine Zidane transformed Real Madrid into an unstoppable force, leading the club to an unprecedented 9 trophies, including 3 consecutive Champions League titles. This incredible journey began in 2015 when Zidane was unexpectedly promoted head coach after the dismissal of Rafa Benitez. Though unproven as a manager, Zidane quickly silenced critics, making tactical changes like incorporating Casemiro into the starting lineup and inspiring the team to achieve historic success. Real Madrid's dominance under Zidane was marked by iconic moments, including Cristiano Ronaldo's hat-tricks, Sergio Ramos' leadership, and unforgettable performances like Gareth Bale's bicycle kick in the Champions League final. Across 3 seasons, they overcame setbacks in domestic competitions to secure back-to-back European triumphs, rewriting history as the only team to achieve a modern-era Champions League three-peat. Zidane's era came to a surprising end in 2018, with both the manager and Ronaldo departing the club, marking the close of one of football's greatest dynasties. This story is a testament to Zidane's brilliance as a leader and Real Madrid's ability to rise to any challenge, leaving a legacy that will forever be remembered in European football. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more incredible moments in football history.